YouTube, in today's video, let's talk about the hottest topic in gaming right now, Battlefield 6, but from a Call of Duty / BR player's standpoint. Now, also at the end of today's video, I got you guys with my settings video for Battlefield. If you guys want more of that Call of Duty controller settings, I got you because it's a little bit confusing. Now, the very first point I want to say is I've seen a lot of Battlefield fans, I guess you could say, angry at new people on the game or Call of Duty players coming to their game saying, stick to COD, this is a man's game. That's a little weird to me. Now, yes, I play primarily Call of Duties or Battle Royales, but that doesn't mean anything I'm saying in today's video you have to agree with. You might, but you can definitely agree or disagree with me based on my takes today. And I've seen a lot of Battlefield fans angry saying stick to your other games. So let's talk about it. Now, on the flip side, real quick, for the Call of Duty fans, it's like, Joe, stick to COD. Go cry to your mama. I want to try a new game. So let's talk about Battlefield. And my last point real quick is that this is not a sponsored video at all, so I am not obligated to gas up Battlefield or act like I love the game like some other creators. I'm gonna just be honest in my kind of first thoughts on my first Battlefield I played, which is the beta this weekend, and I'm gonna give them some credit and some flack, and I know it is a beta, so any game that's in a beta obviously is gonna have changes, bugs, fixes, all that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna just be honest on kind of how I feel about it. All right, so Battlefield 6, did I have fun? Absolutely. Now, I played a lot of domination, more for that kind of intimate, if that's the word, intimate, kind of close range shooter feel. But I also tried Conquest, and I was kind of solo queuing playing Conquest. I feel like I would have probably had a lot more fun if I had 4 people on my team. And I will say it, and I know this is going to be some people might kill me for this. Conquest reminds me of a BR. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, if Battlefield, which I think it's already confirmed they're making a BR, but if they make a BR catered towards kind of Conquest with the tanks and the vehicles and the jets, cinema, literal cinema. I forget the map name, but I was playing and like I stopped and looked around. It's like the snow map. Somebody in the comments probably knows, but the snow map I was playing. I stopped and I have a lot of settings on low anyway, but I looked around and I'm like, this looks insane. Like the graphics in the game already for a beta look incredible, but I was looking and I was like, dang, if they made a BR for this, it would be fire. And I know the Battlefield fans are gonna be like, that's not what our game is. And I completely understand. I didn't play Battlefields growing up. And I know that most people, I guess you could say casual gamers, definitely enjoy BRs. And I think that Battlefield could do something different than a traditional BR like an Apex or like a Fortnite or a Warzone. I think they could kind of have that new feel with, like I said, tanks and jets and all that kind of stuff and just feed that into the game. But that's all I could think about when I was playing Conquest was like, this map already would be insane. And please don't hate me for that. Now, my small gripe, and I guess it's a gripe and a good thing, is the encyclopedia of settings in Battlefield. It's a good thing though, because obviously you can customize a lot of stuff, but there's a couple just flaws. One, most people, in my opinion, that are new to a game, even casual players are just trying to boot up, change a couple things, and hop right in. This game is not like that. If you boot up the game and just hop in, your settings are gonna feel terrible, which might, kind of deter players from playing the game. Now, the other thing is, there's a couple flaws of as you're trying to change settings, as you back out, it doesn't go back to the setting that you were on. Like, let's say like I'm in the controller tab and I go to back out to change another controller setting, it'll go back to the top in general or like to audio. And it's like a small thing that I'm assuming they're gonna probably fix, maybe even like for the next beta, but I'm like, just small things like that you don't see an experience until you're actually trying to do it. And I'm like, this is annoying, trying to go into every setting, then I back out and I have to go back again. But I'm assuming they're gonna fix that, but I do love how customizable it is. But if you're new to the game, the settings are crazy. Now, I posted a TikTok actually on kind of my initial thoughts. And this was like 2 hours after playing the game. And I had no idea. And we might see it today. You never know. Or maybe some Battlefield fans will be on my side. Please. Is the Battlefield fans, which I never knew existed until yesterday, they're a little toxic. You know, they were like, stick to COD, buddy, stick to BRs. This is a man's game. They were not happy. And my initial thoughts were, I love the game so far. It's fun. It feels like a very immersive shooter. TTK feels good. And they kind of spun my words. So I was like, I think if they had this TTK in the BR in the future, which they've already planned on doing, so I'm not like leaking any news or anything, like this already in the works, I think they should definitely change it to be a bit longer, because if they had a BR that had this fast time to kill, I don't think that would be that good in my opinion. But people thought I was saying that increase the time to kill and add plates and stuff for the game itself, like for multiplayer. I'm like, no, I'm saying for the BR. And it's funny to see the Battlefield fans attacking that, like, we don't need a BR. And I'm like, well, why are you mad at me? Be mad at the devs. They're already planning a BR. Like, what? I'm just saying what they're already doing. So it's funny to see those fans come for the COD guys. But still, though, I think that the gunplay feels great. The TTK feels great. The only thing is, obviously, the teamwork aspect, which is different from COD in the sense of you have to work as a team in a multiplayer shooter, which is different, is I ran out of ammo so much. So basically, like, I have to learn kind of a brand new playstyle of either hugging my guys that have those assault packs and stuff so I can actually have ammo. Is you definitely have to
Yep. I just realized my mic was off this entire time. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. That's what happens here. Just roll with it, okay? So just roll with it.
Your team.
Basically, I was saying, it's different from Call of Duty because you have tactics when you're playing this game. You have to stick with your team. You run out of ammo. You need a quick res. You need support, sniper support. Like, you're gonna feel valued playing this game, you know?
Around, and if your team isn't doing the game's objectives, like trying to capture points and dom and conquest and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna lose, and then you aren't gonna have the best game experience because you have to have a good team, it seems like, which might be a good thing or might be a bad thing. Now, on the bright side, I've seen a lot of the Battlefield devs are actually very active in listening to their community, which is incredible, something that COD needs to take notes of. They've been actually seeing, like, to bring in fan favorite maps from the old Battlefields. That's amazing. They've been talking about, obviously, an anti-cheat. To play the beta right now, you have to have on secure boot and TCMP or something like that. Now, I have seen that some people, there's like a couple clips that's going viral about there's people still cheating in the beta. And I said before I even played, I was like, guys, this is a beta. There's going to be people cheating. Do not get baited into thinking that Battlefield is a bad game or there's cheaters already running the game, because that's just propaganda of a clip, one clip being spread. If you play the game, most likely you're not going to fight cheaters in the beta. There's always going to be like a clip that goes viral on Twitter or Reddit or YouTube or wherever of like one person cheating, and then it's going to get millions of views. And I saw even a dev responded to that video and said they have already gotten banned. So it seems like they're already trying to stay on top of cheaters, something Call of Duty, please take notes of. They're trying in Black Bear. or Black Ops 7 to do that same thing of secure brute and stuff like that. I don't know a ton about anti-cheats and all that, but apparently it's a step in the right direction.
Sure you don't, Joe. Sure you don't.
Any step in the right direction against cheaters, I think, is a good thing. Now, kind of in conclusion of my thoughts, you guys will see obviously background gameplay and then 2 gameplays I had, which I thought were pretty cool on domination and conquest. But let me know what you guys think overall of Battlefield. Obviously, cut them a little bit of slack, okay? I'm not white knighting for them, but it's a beta, okay? There's stuff that's gonna be broken. There's guns that the shotgun is broken, but there's things that are gonna be broken because it is a beta. Any game that's in beta, there's gonna be issues. So cut them some slack on that. And let me know what you guys think. Obviously from a COD
I will.
It's different pace, different feel, but I've been enjoying it so far. Again, it hasn't scratched that itch for me though. For me at least, I can only play kind of
scratch your itch, Joe.
Hours. I want a BR. I'm excited for the BR. I'm excited to see what they cook up for that. But let me know in the comments down below. You can agree with everything I say, disagree. Joe, you're an idiot. Joe, you rock. Whatever you think. And also, stick around until the end for my COD guys or for anybody that wants my settings. I got you guys.
You're handsome as hell, Joe.
Definitely copy those because there's a lot. Technically, this is our first game on, guys. Our last
I think we need to become the Battlefield guys.
3 games on don't count. We know that.
Okay. SMG looks good. Ooh.
No, behind me, man. I'm out.
Or
the one thing
COD?
that like is a very
I'll play COD.
Thing
honestly,
that I actually love.
But I do want to try this out real quick for a game.
Everything. Hello, God, it's me. And like, yeah, it's like cheesy, like duh, Joe, obviously, but like, bro, I think that's dope. This guy's been in his spawn, jorking it.
Jorking it. He's jorking it.
It's like basically everything can collapse and break. Like, I think that's dope. Whoa. No. Basketball court? Out here looking like me, man. Looking like me. And I gotta stop drop shotting. That's a very bad COD habit. That's not a Battlefield thing that I keep doing.
Drop shot's dead.
Very, very bad. I gotta stop doing that. No, I stopped shooting at that guy. Dang it. And it's so weird to get used to the minimap being in the bottom left. I wish I could move that. Sliding up here with the SMG might not be the play, but I don't like this. I don't like this, bro. I feel something bad about to happen. No lie. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Excuse me, teammate. Run, teammate, run! Yeet! What's going? Nope. Nope, my bad. Alright, I'll be a team player for once. Alright. Yeet! Wait, what the? Wait, how am I?
Alright, let's just get into the settings.
Whoa, Scuff Reflex FPS. Go in the link down below. Click on that Scuff link. Get you guys a Joe Scuff. Use code Joe at checkout. I think they're the best looking Scuffs. I'm a little bit biased, but here's my settings going into Battlefield.
$60 Xbox controller.
Settings for Battlefield. Now I gotta be honest, a lot of this stuff will probably change. And welcome to the MCAT exam, final exam of settings, because there's a million of them. But let's get into controller. So for my controller, I do use a Scuff Reflex FPS PS5 controller. I change obviously certain things based on my 4 paddles in the back. So my back 4 paddles I use for my slide, my jump, my swapping weapons, and then my square button. So obviously I have those 4 paddles in the back, but let's get into the actual settings. So going into settings here, you're gonna go to controller settings or control settings and click modify. This is where it gets interesting, okay? Starting at the top, that was a small issue of mine. Obviously, if you try to go to a setting, it resets. I'm on 65 aim sensitivity, 120 FOV, and I have my uniform infantry aiming off, which basically means that I can customize individual zooms, kind of like COD, how I'm on that like 77.8 sensitivity. That's what I'm kind of doing at the bottom. If you turn this on, the game will do it for you. So you can either turn this on and then for each individual zoom, it'll feel kind of the same. I just tried to do it myself. Now I've been pretty much only using like red dots and stuff like that. So if you like, you can have this on. Again, that's just my personal preference. So field of view, I have max at 120. Infantry
That's crazy.
100.
109.
Infantry aim assist slowdown 100, and then the infantry aim assist zoom snap. Now what this is no lie, basically like aimbot, like snapping to a target. Defaults at 100. I've turned this down after I saw exclusive Ace's settings video. It feels way better on 30 for me. I think his is higher, but it just feels better.
Yeah, well, how come this doesn't work properly then? It's not. Okay, so he's gameplay. Oh, camera. Yes, yes, no, yes, mount freak. Where's this one? It says infantry aim assist. Oh, there be 2 fucking settings. Got like 70, something like that. I don't have the one that he had. What did it say? YouTube. Infantry assist.
And I feel like I have more control over
Infantry control settings. Bro, I don't have that. I don't have that. He has this at 100 though. That means this one should be 100. Then infantry says zoom snap. He has at 30. I'll put that at 50. But yeah, it was
for my aim, but this snap like so obviously here you're going to go to controller settings or control settings and click modify. This is where it gets interesting, okay? Starting at the top, that was a small issue of mine. Obviously, if you try to go to a setting, it resets. I'm on 65 aim sensitivity, 120 FOV, and I have my uniform infantry aiming off, which basically means that I can customize individual zooms, kind of like COD, how I'm on that like 77.8 sensitivity. That's what I'm kind of doing at the bottom. If you turn this on, the game will do it for you. So you can either turn this on, and then for each individual zoom, it'll feel kind of the same. I just tried to do it myself. Now I've been pretty.
Whoa, dude, hold on, because that's just crazy. Like, you have to go to some. It's like a secret tab almost to get to it. You have to go to controller, edit settings, and then it brings up a different tab that looks just like the other tab. And he said, go to controls custom.
Just my personal using of the same with I have those 4 paddles in the back, but let's get into the actual settings. So going into settings here, you're going to go to controller settings or control settings and click modify. This is where it gets interesting. Okay, starting at the top, that was a small issue of mine. Obviously, if you try to go to a setting, it resets. I'm on 65 aim sensitivity, 120 FOV, and I have my uniform infantry aiming off.
Okay. One thing at a time, Joe. Alright, so 75, I guess. Off.
Which basically means that I can customize individual zooms, kind of like COD, how I'm on that like 77.8 sensitivity. That's what I'm kind of doing at the bottom. If you turn this much 100, I have my double tap slide on. Obviously, movement isn't that important in this game at all. It'll be spinning way too slow. So I have it on 60. I felt like that's the sweet spot. Here's these settings here. I have my double tap slide on. Obviously, movement isn't that important in
Yeah, but wouldn't you just want to tap it once? Like auto sprint that. And on. Okay, here's where we get tricky.
in this game at all. So that is what I have. Now for my actual sense and the slowdown and stuff like that, that is here. My infantry weapon zoom obviously is on hold. That should be on hold, definitely not toggle. And here is my vertical aim zoom rate and aim ratios. Basically, if you guys want to copy.
Okay. 80s for everything, then 56. So 60. 60. But then the one times looking, no. We'll do 80. 80. This one will even go to 84. 80. 80. 80. But this one, 125, 130. Who invented this system? Dude, it's easier just to fucking click it. One, I actually want lower. Okay, keep yapping, Joe.
Copy this down, you can. And I have zoom transition sensitivity smoothing on. This is basically with each kind of optic, it's gonna change. And for those higher optics down below, if I'm sniping, I have it faster so it doesn't feel like I can't track somebody that's sprinting or sliding or anything like that with those higher zoom optics. So if you want, you can copy these and let me know what you guys think. And obviously for my vertical aim and zoom ratio, 56 is very important. I have controller tuning, okay? So at the very bottom is gonna be dead zones. Now, at the very top here, you obviously please have off controller vibration. Very important. I have my left stick 0.
I don't know. That's what the king said to do, guys.
4 and 70.
Wait, controller left stick, controller right stick? I feel like I don't have a right stick. Dude, like, what is he? How did he even get here, dude?
Kind of just like I have it in COD. I have 0 dead zone, but then also I don't have to push it as far for that threshold, that maximum threshold. And then on the right stick, I have my actual dead zone on 0, and then the axial on 4. I've seen some people have this on 8, and that basically means if you're pressing your right stick full to the right, it's gonna have sway up and down the higher or lower you go. I found the sweet spot is 4 because obviously if you press your right stick full to the right, it's not gonna go full to the right if you're on 0. The higher you go, it's just gonna go completely in a straight line right or left. And I feel like you don't have that control. I've seen some people have it on 8. I personally like 4, so I have it on 0, 4, 1. Diagonal control R2, obviously I have digital tap triggers, which is nice, and I have the gyro off. So that is tap triggers, which is nice, and I have the gyro off. Digital tap triggers. nice, and I have the gyro off. So that is my controller settings. I'm gonna speed run through my graphics too real quick. Again, this is kind of all personal preference based on your monitor and how you like to play. You guys know I sit inside of my monitor, so I obviously sit very, very close. Now I have all this on custom and graphics. I like to have some settings on high just because I have a pretty good PC and I like for my game to look good. Same thing for COD or any game. I don't like textures on all very low.
This is too much, dude. I just want to play. I don't know, dude. I gave up. Like, my sound's also coming out of my speaker.
I've got a visual on an enemy helo. Bearing east.
Move to attack the marked objective.
On me.
All right, we have secured Bravo.
All call signs. Aircraft now ready for deployment. Enemy attack launched on Bravo.
Move to attack the marked objective.
We have eyes on an enemy helo in your area.
Hostile attack launched on Delta.
Alright, we are winning the fight. Keep it up.
Dude, this kid's annoying as shit. No fucking. Spend time with your kid. Oh.
We need attack support on the marked objective. objective.
Climb up the ladder.
There's a hostile helicopter operating east of your current pod.
We're still ahead of the fight. Maintain your attack. Bravo is under attack.
Hostiles now hold objective Echo.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack. Hostiles attacking objective Delta.
I'm tracking a hostile rift in the AO.
We are still controlling the fight. Keep it going.
Need a medic!
Good.
Need immediate smoke cover!